YouTube. This is, yes, once again, Yankee Eagle Swerve, and I'm here to talk about the big win yesterday. Among other things, I just got the word. But we'll get to the game first. We'll get to the game first, and then I'll tell you about the news. Good game for Philly. We basically pretty much dominated all except for like the third quarter. Eli kind of tried to come back on us. I'll give him credit. He came back on us and tried to make it big, but 3 picks in the fourth quarter just doesn't get it done. In this National Football League, it just doesn't. So here we go. I'll break it down. 19-7 at halftime, which really, that's only because we couldn't punch it in the end zone. Once again, yesterday I'm listening to Chip Kelly's post game. If we turn those 3s into 7s, this game's over at halftime, okay? This game is over at halftime. 3s into 7. We had like, 5 scoring drives. One of them was a touchdown. 5 scoring drives, 1 touchdown. 4 field goals. Alex Henry played out of his mind. I'm very impressed with Alex Henry. But yeah, we just have to punch it in the end zone, and half of our games will be over before the second quarter is over. You know, if we could do that, then you know we're winning like most of our games. I don't know if we would have beat the Broncos, but nobody's beating the Broncos, and I'll get to that game too in another video. I want to take this video to solely dissect the Eagles game. So here we are. It gets to be halftime. Halftime's over. And here come the Giants. I'm thinking to myself, here we go. Our defense is just going to completely blow this game for the offense. And I just got sick to my stomach at one point. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna blow it. Billy Davis is gonna blow this game. And they blew the lead. They did blow the lead, but our offense picked up. Our defense stepped up in the fourth. 3 picks, which Eli really only had one bad mistake. 2 of them. One was a tip ball. Michael Kendricks ended up coming with it, and the other one should have been a Victor Cruz catch, but my boy, I don't even remember who it was. I think it was Brandon Boykin. Took it away, straight up took it away from Victor Cruz. That was ridiculous. I gave him props for that one. But the big news is coming out of that game, though. The biggest news coming out was the hamstring of one Philadelphia quarterback, Michael Vick. And here we go again, you know. I mean, this dude just cannot stay healthy to save his life. He's a great quarterback. He's one of the best running quarterbacks ever. The best running quarterback ever. Um, but he just can't stay on the field. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But that being said, Foles comes in at halftime, well, a little before halftime, but it was pretty much around that time. Foles comes in halftime and puts up a good game. You know, he puts up 2 touchdowns. Not nearly as mobile as Michael Vick, but you know who is. It's Michael Vick. It's the best running quarterback to ever play the game. Who's gonna be that mobile? You know, just coming at half. I just don't know. I give Chip credit though. I give Chip credit in his post-game press conference. I watched that. He said flat out, somebody asked him, is Vick your guy if he's healthy? Emphatically, yes. Yes, Michael Vick is our guy if he's healthy. Unfortunately, he's not healthy, so we have to go with Nick Foles. And I'm just getting the word now that Vick is expected to be out for this Tampa Bay game. I don't know if Foles can play 4 quarters. I don't know if he can. If he can, great. You know, I mean, he played a good half yesterday, so he was off target on a couple throws, but you know, they weren't like terrible off targets. It was one of those, like, the only one that was going to catch it was an eagle. So, I mean, he played a good half. We'll see how he does at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's pretty god-awful. They're starting a rookie quarterback. They just dumped Josh Freeman on his candy ass. But it's in Tampa Bay, so I don't think that'll have much of a impact. But it always has a little bit of an impact. The stadium might be loud, you know. It's still the Bucks. Darrelle Revis is still on that team. They still got Doug Martin. They still got Vincent Jackson. They still got stars to put asses in seats, you know. So, you know, it should be a good game. It should be good. Hopefully, the fact that we are starting against a rookie quarterback helps our defense, you know. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Hopefully we don't make this Glennon dude look like the second coming of Peyton Manning. And oh my God, but with Billy Davis, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, you know. But, you know, Chip said though, if Vick is healthy, he's the guy. And I commend him for saying that. For this offense to work, you need as much speed on the field as possible, and Vick gives you as much speed as possible at the quarterback position. You know, he outran McCoy. He ran a faster 40 than McCoy, who I watched his press conference too. He said he's not going to get into it. he's focusing on his job, which is leading the NFL in rushing yards. Bitches. So, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Foles didn't play bad yesterday. Maybe he lights up Tampa Bay. Maybe we go with him forward. I don't know. I hope not. I love Vick. I think he's been through a lot and he's overcome it. And he's played pretty good. I mean, of course he had a bad year last year. Not all of his doing, but a bad year nonetheless. So, yeah, I mean, that was the game. We got the Bucks next week. And, hey, that's another winless team. Maybe we'll keep them winless, hopefully, you know. I'll come back at you with the rest of week 5. This is Yes, Yank Eagle Swerve. Deuces.